Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2025. Unless you're watching this at some point in the future, in which case it's no longer 2025. And AI is a big talking point. AI is posing an existential threat to many industries. AI is spurring creativity in some others. Well, they made an AI of me. It's not a deepfake, it's a bot on chess.com. And a long time ago, I played this bot. I had problems with this bot. I didn't like the way it spoke to me. But I couldn't beat it. I only ever made 2 draws. Today, we're going to change that. We are either going to lose to the AI version of me or beat it. And if you want to play it, I'll put a link in the description. That's it. That's what we're going to do. We are going to try to defeat GothamChess, the AI. It's on chess.com. They gave me a nice little neon hoodie. And it opens with pawn to d4. Now, I'm gonna go pawn to d5. Queen's Gambit. Chess is hard. See, my voice lines are 5 years old. At this point, I am far more cynical. Let's play the Queen's Gambit decline. We're not going to be accepting knight to c3. I'm going to play knight to f6. Now I'm not even speaking to myself. Pawn takes d5. Let's really get started. Pawn takes d5. This is the exchange Queen's Gambit decline. Nothing special here. There's a lot of different options that you can play. I'm gonna play bishop to e7, one of the most solid lines. And always you can play this pawn to h6 move as well, asking the bishop where to go. I do have a threat. Wow, I am a really terrible chess player giving up a bishop like this for absolutely no reason. I can't believe they've programmed my bot to be that stupid. Now we go pawn to c6 to support the center. We would like to put a knight on this square, which we can do. It's gonna take a little while, but we're gonna castle. I'm going to put my rook right here. I think I'm going to put my rook right in the middle. And, you know, White's idea in the Queen's Gambit exchange is to play f3 and e4. Black's idea in these lines is to, you know, develop pieces, etc. So I'm going to play knight d7 and probably put my knight on the f8 square. My opponent is going to try to advance. My opponent is me, actually, believe it or not. Let's go knight to f8, maybe knight h5. I would make a move like that. Okay, queen f3. Very aggressive playing style, looking always for a kingside attack. That is indeed how I play chess. I'm not gonna lie. Now, okay, let's try to beat me the way I would try to beat me. Was that correct English? I want to go g6. I'm a little bit worried about the knight sacrifice though, so maybe we don't go g6. What do we play here? I'm perplexed. I am mildly disturbed and mildly perplexed at the position. I mean, I kind of want to trade the knights, but I think the AI is going to go here. I know myself pretty well. Bishop to e7. Queen f5. We bring the knight back to the f8 square. Wow. What? Wait. What was that? Why did it repeat moves? So I can make another draw against my AI? That's what we're going to do? I'm only going to be drawing against my AI, right? Okay, I mean, I'm going to get rid of the knight. I want to preserve my 2 bishops. Let's point the bishops at the king with bishop d6. Yeah, I think I'm just doing pretty well here. How about rook e6? How stupid is the move rook to e6? It looks a little bit stupid. I mean, it looks a bit more natural to play something like a queen g5. Nice little aggressive. Queen h4 also made sense, I guess. And so now I'm like really looking at these attacking ideas like rook e6, etc. Rook e6, rook f6. Let's do it. Rook e6. Is the bot gonna go queen f5? Okay, I know myself really well. I know myself really well. This is quite hilarious. Okay, queen h7 is obviously a thing. Rook g6 attacks the queen with the bishop. If queen takes, we have rook takes. But do I want my rook on g5 is the question. Or do I want to play pawn to g6? This is not easy, you know? Wow. Queen f5. I can put my rook. I don't know which of these moves is the best. Rook g6, I'm a little bit worried that my rook is going to end up a little bit stupid over there. Pawn to g6, queen takes. I'm a little concerned about this move e4. I'm just sort of concerned, period. I mean, I can also go queen g6. But that move looks kind of ridiculous. What if we just take and back up all the way? And my bot is saying they don't need the queen anymore. Okay, so another game, another you know, problematic thing where I don't create enough winning chances against my bot. That's quite funny. I'm gonna go f5. I'm not a very good endgame player. I am just gonna say, if they've programmed my bot correctly, I should be able to beat myself in the endgame. I mean, you heard it here first, all right? But maybe the human version of me is also really bad in endgames, you know? So maybe that's not even going to be helpful. So I'm going to try to move my rook over here. Maybe something like a rook to e7. I think, okay, the bot is trying to play some b4 thing. Now, maybe I go rook h8 and try to play for pawn to g5. What? What? Really? Wow. Really? Wow, I am this bad of an endgame player, huh? I put the pawn on h5. Maybe it's not even that bad. Okay, how about rook to a8 and try to play for a5? Yeah, I don't think I have anything here. This is kind of crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go pawn to a5. This was always my idea. Knight to c5, knight to b6. Oh, okay, I didn't blunder. I wouldn't call this a blunder. I mean, if takes, I have bishop takes a3. But okay, can the AI version of me really beat the human version of me in an endgame? That would be, I mean, that would be most funny, I have to say. But I actually, like, I think this is just a draw. I think nobody can make progress. Again. Oh my goodness. I'm drawing again. This is unbelievable. I have, okay, it doesn't want to draw. It doesn't want to draw. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we can, like, accomplish anything here. Okay, we're just shuffling the pieces. Okay, but my bot is not making a draw. Okay, my bot is starting to run the king. Okay, it actually means business. I'm just moving my rook back and forth. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing here. Okay, we made a draw. Again, 3 draws against my bot. This is, but I said today we are playing for a win. No, not a what? No, I'm resigning, but this doesn't count as a loss. It's a forfeit. I'm gonna play my bot, but I want the white pieces. I can't believe when you rematch, you don't get to flip the colors. All right. What opening am I really bad at with black? Knight to f3. Thank you. Bot is saying knight f3 isn't bad. g6. I do play that move, actually. I do play that move. Let's go e4. Let's beat me the way Hikaru beat me. So d6, and then Hikaru played bishop c4 against me once. d5 is an atrocious move. That's not a move. What is that? I'm just going to put 2 pawns in the center now, like this. Yeah, I've never played this opening in my life. I'm going to be totally honest. I don't know what this is or why they programmed me to play like this, but I think they were just trying to insult me. Okay, but there's no way that really? You can't even take the pawn on d4. Okay. That's ridiculous. Why did I just play king f8? Why did I do that? That doesn't even... What? Why would I play king f8? I would not play that move. What? The craziest thing is I have to win the game now, you know? Like, I can't just sit here behaving like an imbecile, but not actually win. I have to win, and that's a lot of pressure. Oh my goodness, I am confused, man. I mean, I don't know why they did this to me, to be honest. All right, I'm going to develop. If you take here, I'm going to end up taking that pawn at the end of the sequence. Yeah. Okay, so my bot is... Yeah. I'm going to win a pawn back. This was just my idea. I mean, if queen b2, I don't know. I figured I would figure something out. I can go here and bishop back to... Ooh, that looks really nice, actually. Yeah, let's go here. I guess knight c5 is going to get... Yeah, knight c5. Okay. Bishop c3, queen d3. I can win a rook, but then my bishop might get trapped. So I suppose we can move the bishop and then bring the bishop back to c3. But already I'm not like a huge fan. But fine. I did say I'm probably bad in endgames, right? Knight to f6. Actually, somehow the thing is making this work, which is Kind of disgusting. Okay, bishop f3 with pressure on this diagonal can't be a bad move. I've developed another piece somehow. I don't know how I've managed to completely untangle in this position and it's not completely awful. But I suppose that's my skill. I suppose that is one of my traits as a chess player. Okay, bishop to b4, putting some pressure, and maybe pawn to b3, defending the pawn on c4 from any nonsense. That's a free pawn. I can take and take. Now I am a pawn up. I have no idea how I'll get back into this game, but I'll find a way. No, you won't. Not on my watch. All right, we need to win this game. So we are going to begin winning this game. I'm going to play rook to d2 and bring my second rook. That's the plan right now. All right, now we're going to bring the bishop out of danger. We are chilling. We are up a pawn. Life is good. Black wants to go e4 maybe. I can play knight to d5. I like this move. Now we re-centralize the bishop. We are just cleanly up a pawn. It's very clean. Rook e1. Let's beat me. Let's go. F3. Time to start bringing the king and maybe playing g4. There we go. King f2. Black might go here. Or there. Rook d1. Rook d8 maybe. King e3, king e2. Okay, king e3. Maybe bishop takes. Am I really this bad in endgames? What? Okay. But this has to be completely winning now. I mean, it's not even close. F4? How do we do this? Maybe pawn c5. Maybe check first. Check first, push the king away. Oh, that's easy money now, right? I mean, I just bring the king up. This is easy money now. King is completely cut off. King d5. King e6. Easy money. Active king in the endgame is that's it. Oh, this is oh my goodness. I mean, my bot is awful, man. I mean, I can't believe they made me like 300 at endgames, which is not completely inaccurate, but I mean, it is a little upsetting. Pawn to c7, total domination on the last rank, and we play king to d6, and now black just can't even get off the back rank. Yo, I lost this game like a 200. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they made me so awful. I'm not gonna even acknowledge the pawn. I don't have to acknowledge the pawn. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that pawn. Oh my goodness, my bot is so bad. He's so bad. How am I this bad? I'm sorry, can we just take a look at that game just really quickly? I feel like my bot played legitimately like a 200. So, first of all, they made my bot blunder on the third move of the game, which is just insulting. I mean, I blunder at least on move 5. Let's just get it very clear. Pawn takes d5, queen d5. Queen f5 is a horrendous move. Walking right into development. And here, castling. And I mean, if you take on d4 here, it looks like a free pawn. I was just going to attack the queen and then, you know, be down a pawn, but have very strong development. Like, you know, black has no development, no dark squared bishop, and the pawn isn't really, you know, the advantage of the pawn isn't really felt here for black. But, I mean, king f8 is... Why did they make me brain dead? I don't understand. I played so bad. Okay, we gotta do that again. Can we run that back? It's not gonna repeat the same opening, is it? What? But why? What? Why? Why is it doing this? Why did they make me this dumb? I'm 2,500. Do they not know who I am? I'm just gonna move my knight all the way back to g1. I mean, I have played this before in like Bullet, but like to play it against regular people just like that, just super casual, crazy. All right, well, I guess I'm just a dumb little idiot. That's what I am. Pawn to g3, solid. I mean, I'm up a pawn from the opening, can't be bad. This time the bot is playing more sensibly, however. It's not immediately doing anything too ridiculous. Let's just be very solid here. a major idea here for black will be playing the pawn here, so I'm actually going to try to put my knight there and make sure that this doesn't happen. And since my bot doesn't understand how to play positional chess, it's not going to stop me. Yeah, like, it's already wasting moves. Now I have a blockade in the middle. Maybe even h4. Start an attack on the king with g4, g5. Okay, I have to be a little patient, right? Or do I? I don't know. Queen b3. Knight h3 I would like to accomplish, but I don't think I can. Can I go g4? Actually, this looks really nice. Knight h3, defending my f4 pawn. Yeah, this position looks really good for me. h5 maybe. Stop knight g6 completely now. It's a nice game. I feel like I'm playing a nice little game here. Maybe b4. Okay. It's trying to create a little counterplay. g5, pawn takes, pawn takes. No, that can't be good. Let's line up the rook against the king. I feel like that will be the fastest way to create anything. Okay, b4 completely shuts down the play on the queen side, which I am pretty inclined to do. If black can't play c5, I think I'm just in great shape. And now I'm actually going to launch an attack on black. Look at this. Look at me. Look at me go. Maybe even king d2. Should I flex on my bot by moving the king? Oh my goodness, look at me. King d2. My goodness. Pawn takes. We're going rook a5 next, by the way. Attacking the b pawn. Got to send that rook all the way back. Yup, now g5 looking nice and tasty. g5, pawn takes, knight h5. I'm still... Oh, there is no knight h5. Oh, but g5, bishop takes, pawn takes, f6 is double check. What about f5 and then g5? What if I just don't rush? Oh my goodness, look at that move. Look at that move. That is sneaky. g5, pawn... g5 takes. Oh, do I have like h6 after that? Rook h6. I mean, I feel like I'm really setting up a cannon attack here on the king. Yeah, and maybe I'm going to walk my queen to h4. Maybe I'll just double my rooks. I feel like I have a million things that I can do in this position that are all good. Every move is good. I have to be careful about a knight getting to the c4 square, but that's about it. We have some serious pressure here on the knight. I don't see any threat with this move. Maybe even g5 is possible. g5 now. I think it's finally time. Okay, this is good. How do we land a knockout blow? Do we play a bishop to g4 maybe? Or do we double this rook? Well, my bot might be a good defender. I mean, I do have some defensive skills. Not a lot, but enough. All right, we're going to try to remove the bishop. Can I take with the f pawn? I kind of like just having a passed pawn and putting a knight on f4. Queen d6! With the idea of I have absolutely no idea. Queen d7, bishop d7. And now, infiltration on the 8th rank, and black can't make a move. Okay, this is miserable right here. This is... Can we... How do we... Maybe even queen g4. Again, I'm bad at endgames, right? I should just trade the queens. I should just trade the queens. I'm bad at endgames. I mean, I'm not going to be able to defend this unless there are tactics involved, is what I would think. Well, what I would imagine. h6... g6 also looks good. Knight f4 looks good. I mean, every move looks good. c6 now probably to defend. How do we break through? How do we break through here? I'm going to go here, force this move. I don't know why. Just... Whoa! But... What? just one check? I mean, I can even go to e3, I think, but that looks a little dangerous, and I don't want to walk into anything, so I'm gonna zigzag out of the way. Nice. They really made me dumb, man. I mean, this is impressive, I gotta say. Now I'm threatening rook e8 and knight f6. Now the king, now that's totally out of checks. This is really how I play chess? I feel like I just play hope chess. They have really programmed me to only play hope chess. Do I have g6? Take. Rook g6. King g6. Can't I? No. Let's not blunder anything. Let's stay patient. One thing I don't have as a chess player. Oh, goodness. That is really atrocious looking. g6 takes. Pawn takes. King g7. Knight f. 5, king f6. No, we're not gonna get involved in any of that. We're just gonna go here. We are just up 3 pawns. We are just up 3 pawns. Trade the rook. Don't blunder anything. Don't blunder anything. G6. I guess I can take with a knight with check. I can also take with the pawn. This just needs, I just need a professional escort there to the bottom of the board. I can also play knight f5, check. I can also play knight c6. I can also play rook f3. Knight f5, take. I mean, I am up 1,000,000 pawns in the endgame. Let's win it with no drama. d5, pawn takes. Yeah, easy. Easy. Whoa! Maybe not so easy. Okay, wait, no, maybe easy. I forgot I'm a terrible endgame player. Oh my god, I lost all my pawns. What am I doing? Yo, my bot is so awful. How'd they do this to me, man? So crazy. What is the best way to win this? I'm gonna have to lose one of my pawns, I guess. Which one? If I go all the way down to b8, this might be the way. Just b5, b6, b7. Like this. And then I started advancing my king and my other pawn. And this should be a win. Should have just went to g4, but it's fine. Like this. The black king can't get close to me. I mean, he can try. But as I get further and further away, what's going to happen is if the king comes this way, I'm going to come here. Now I'm threatening a check. And now I just win. So, long story short, they made my bot about 200 at the end game. Like, if you get my bot into a rook endgame, it looks like my bot is just going to lose immediately. Which is a little sad. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie that this is how they have presented me. But I do suppose bots are supposed to mimic us in some capacity, right? So, you know. Oh, I don't want to stalemate. That would be very embarrassing. Okay. One more game. All right, I feel like we can do one more. I feel like this is proper revenge. I have obviously grown as a player since the last time me and this bot have played. But, you know, I'm still a little bit sad at the way I have been positioned. One final game. 2 wins for me. Let's see. What if I play some silly opening? What if I play the Dutch? All right, this is one of the openings I like. It's not silly. It's it's a good system. Okay, I'm gonna go d5. Okay. Bishop d6. I'll take with the pawn, solidify the center. Taking with the queen is probably... Wow, my bot is really a moron, huh? Queen h5 check. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the queen I don't think belongs here. I think the queen Wow! Wow, this is bad stuff. Goodness me. Well, maybe it's not so bad. I don't know. See, it's a bot. Like, if this was a human, I would be like, wow, this human is awful. But because this is a bot, I'm respecting this play a little bit more. So the threat is to go here. I just stopped that. And is the bot going to go h4, h5? No way, right? Okay, it doesn't. Bishop d7, I'm just developing. And, okay, at some point I can trade the queen and not ever be worried about getting checkmated. Maybe I play b5 because... I think this is a bad move. I can't quite prove it. And I also don't think I need to castle anymore. I feel like the way that this game has gone, I can probably... Ooh, how about this move, an h6, g5? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, now we're going to punish my bot for playing the way that it did. I have to be a bit careful. Maybe even defend with the king? How crazy is this? I do tend to overestimate my attacks. Knight to f4. Okay, now we fully keep moving forward. We keep attacking. I do have a little tendency to overestimate, but okay. Knight a7. Knight a7 looks pretty bad, taking such a huge step back. But I feel like, okay, let's attack the queen. This looks like the correct move. Yeah, now we push the queen back, right? If we play rook b8, pawn take, obviously I'm taking some liberties here, playing like this, but maybe it will pay off. Pawn takes, knight takes a4. Or do I keep the pawn strong here? Like a move like, I mean, knight a7 looks dreadful, but it could be okay because I get a lot of reinforcement. g4! That is a crazy move. Don't I just take en passant? If you're confused about that, you might be a beginner, but that's okay. You will get stronger. f4, pawn takes, knight to h5. f4, pawn takes, knight to h5. Yeah, we have some attack. Only thing is, I can't tell who's attacking who in that position. It looks like I should be attacking, but should I stay patient with a move like queen to h6 and then try to play for f4? Okay. But I always wanted to play knight takes b5. Can I play just bishop takes? Do I have to take with a pawn? I don't think I have to take with a pawn, right? I kind of like having this pressure. Okay, the bot wants to trade with me. But I have f4. I feel like my attack is first here. And I feel like I also have g4, by the way. g4, pawn takes, f takes, e3 looks very nice. Oh, this looks like I'm really cooking. Pawn to g3 looks... I have a Zwischenzug. I can take on e3, attacking the queen. Wait, I'm winning the queen. I'm winning the game. What? I just won the queen. You just... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. I haven't like fully won the game yet, but I'm winning. I'm winning. How do I finish off the bot here? Queen f4, rook g7. There's some knight d3 in the way. Can I throw in like a knight to e4, attacking the rook? Yeah, this is totally crushing. Totally crushing here. How do we finish this off? If I take on b5, I'm going to lose my rook, so I don't want to do that. If I play e2, I mean, that looks like it should win. I would be shocked if it didn't. I can also play like a queen h4 type of thing. Queen f6. All right. I feel like this should win. I mean, it's got to win. It's got to win. How could this not win? Take on b5. Yeah, let's go here. Is it going to sack its rook? No. And I don't have a smothered mate, which would be really nice. But sadly, I don't have a smothered mate. If I take on b5, rook a8, queen e2, or knight e4 check, knight d1 check? I'm getting annoyed. I feel like this should be an easy win. Okay, let's go rook f8. It has to take my pawn. Now, how do we win? Knight d1? Oh, it's knight d1. Or something else. Knight h3. Knight e4. Knight d1. Knight d3. Knight d1. Rook f1. Oh. Oh. No smothered mate, though. If rook g1, queen e4, rook g2, knight f2, king g1, knight h3, I don't have a smothered mate. That's unbelievable. This is so tragic that there is no smothered mate in this position. I can like set it up, but it never actually works. Okay, so the easiest thing to do is just to play knight f2 check. Rook takes f2, and rook takes a1. Like this. Now this is hanging, and this is hanging. And we win! Okay, we were looking for smothered mate for style points, but unfortunately, it did not work out. We play rook a1, and this time, My bot does not survive. My bot does not survive. It cannot make a move. I'm very sorry, but AI will have to wait a little bit. It cannot move anything. Just gonna push, put the rook behind like this. The B pawn is stopped, and we what am I doing? Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna sack my queen. Never too late, you know? Never too late to throw everything away. Okay, rook c7. Now no more drama. I hope. Rook c3. King g2. Rook e3. Attacking the knight. Rook e2 check. And now it's a win. For like a half a second, it was stressful. I was like, okay, I'm blundering in a very stupid fashion, which of course is not recommended. But we're gonna put the rook on h3. We're up 3 pawns. It's a bot, but you know, even it can't save us here. Now it's only down to a knight. We will play here. At some point, it's just gonna have to. It's still gonna defend like pretty ferociously. We can just sack the rook though. That's kind of the fun part. It's never going to take the rook, knowing that it would lose the endgame. But anyway, push it away. Make sure it has a very limited number of checks, like that. Push the rook, the king to the last rank with rook b2. Just don't go e3. That would be tragic. d3 is much better. And then king d4, e3. Still don't go, you know, king d4. We hop in here. And this is the end of the game. And once again, we win with a rook on the board. And 3 games in a row, we will promote to a rook and embarrass my bot. This, folks, marks the day that humanity prevailed. The first time I played my bot, I drew twice. This time, I absolutely embarrassed it. AI will have to wait. And you too can go ahead and play my bot. That's all I've got for you today. Get out of here.